Good day, this is Jasper-FINALs. Today, I will present my finals Pecha, which features my summative assessment for the course Strategic Planning and Management. This summative assessment covers the learnings that I had during these discussions. In this part, by formulating and executing strategies that enable the business to attach a competitive advantage and superior results, I have learned how strategic leaders can manage the strategy making process. In addition, I also have learned how often the strategy making process can go wrong and what executives can do to make this process more effective. This is the proof that I have completed Chapter 1 Pecha. Innovation in value occurs when a business introduces new goods, processes, or strategy that will allow it to deliver more value at a lower cost than its rivals through differentiation. The developer of a corporate plan begins with determination. In this part, I have learned that distinctive competencies are a company's firm basic abilities. Valuable distinctive competencies enable a business to achieve a profit rate that is above the average of the industry. Industries are a group of businesses that sells goods or services that are near replacements for each other. In Mr. Venus' discussion board during her week, I answered some of the questions like what are the skills that I'm willing to improve and why, and also what are the skills that I consider to be my strength, and also why should the company hire me. In Miss Magnus' discussion board, I have stated that Intel has to quit selling off their products with a price that was based only on their brand name, yet not so competitive against its rivals like AMD. Here I have learned that an organization must create skills in basic and applied science in order to achieve superior innovation, design good processes for managing development projects, and achieve near integration between the company's various functions, mainly through the adoption of cross-functional development teams. Here in Mr. Saavedra's discussion board, I have described the blue ocean strategy, which is staying out of the competition by making your own business that will not compete in the current market where there are tons of competitors, and instead make your own market trend. In Mr. Quinones' discussion board, I have discussed ways to avoid bankruptcy by managing my resources well and by making sure that I allocate my money on improvements on both my products and my services. In addition, a business must also give clients what they want when they want to achieve superior responsiveness. Here on Ms. Paraga's discussion board, I was asked what is the best approach to a declining company, and I answered that a company has to employ a harvesting in declining industry to earn the maximum possible amount of cash from the company in exchange for the greater near-term cash flows for existing profitability. Here at Mr. Miranda's discussion board, I answered this question about the standards and the importance of high-tech industries, wherein I stated that standards provide the basic building blocks for product creation, and it makes it easier for the rivals to recognize and compare. Here I have learned that the claims of all stakeholders cannot always be met by a business. The aim of various groups can clash. The organization must recognize the most relevant stakeholders and give the pursuit of solutions that address their needs the highest priority. Here in this discussion board, I answered Mr. Deason's questions by stating that the business needs to improve its capacity to continuously recognize the factors that affect its long-term holistic development, construct skills and knowledges on how to counter the adverse factors. In Mr. Garcia's discussion board, we were asked about the importance of the organization and company. How would the company benefit from the stockholders? And we were also asked to define governance mechanisms. Being the last presenter, I was assigned, including Mr. Tanyeza, to summarize all the 12 chapters in the book Strategic Management Theory and Cases by Charles Hill in Pecha. I was able to pull it through, even if it was a tough task. This is the proof that I have completed my task in summarizing the chapter summary proofs. Here, I asked on my discussion board about the existing strategic management skills as a student and experiencing failure while leading a group in a project or an activity. Here are some proofs that I have facilitated my discussion board. These are my responses to the memorable answers for me that I have encountered while facilitating the discussion board. I emphasized here that the commitment to the project and group mates is good. This is also proof that I have chosen my company within the given time. I chose San Miguel Corporation because for me, it is the most familiar company that I saw on the list, and because I got interested in checking San Miguel Corporation's current status and organizational chart. This is the end-term project Pechakucha that I have created using San Miguel Corporation as my model company. Here I have discussed about the vision, mission, goals, SWOT analysis, and different types of forces that affects the company. Throughout the whole term, I have learned in this course that strategy is applied to the organizational structure of the company or an organization, and also that strategy implementation can involve coordination between functions and product divisions.